Good morning, my name is Francesco Cappailli and I am the director and founder of BIMaking Engineering. Today I'd be happy to be in Dublin, but I had an injury this weekend and so I'll be presenting in virtually. Today we are going to present VEE, our project that is called Virtual Environment ICE, and is mixing BIM technology and the Metaverse XR and digital twins. So let's start with our presentation of this product. First of all, let's start talking about digital twin. This is important to understand how the market is going to be forecasting in the near future. The definition is that digital twin can be defined as a virtual representation of a physical asset enabled through data and simulators for real-time prediction, optimization, monitoring, controlling, and improved decision making. It is very interesting to understand the CAGR, that is 36.3%. So the global digital twin market has been valued by $80 into 2023 and is projected to reach over than 150 billions in 2030. So it's growing very fast and is huge. That it's important to understand that it's very impressive technology. So let's see who are the actors involved in. As you can see here, we are using geospatial implemented digital twin with the cesium technology into a real engine. The simulation of an entire airport and my city Perugia in the left. So digital twins are used for various purposes, many sectors. Infrastructure and building development, delivery and operations, support a range of asset management functions for the entire life cycle, scenario planning and risk modeling into informed design, assess the effectiveness of approval processes to ensure the alignment with the strategic objective, long-term view for maintenance, risk management and scenario planning of assets. So we are mixing photorealistic real-time rendering, programming, visual scripting, XR, metaverse, scalability, multiplayer streaming, geospatial reconstruction, and built-in collaboration into a platform that is created by a real engine. So architects, developers, and XR networking are working together. How? To creating the connection between real-time data in XR and digital twins. We started from the normal project data that might in BIM and construction data as built and the things that we normally do in the project design. Connecting sensor data in real time, and we'll see in the next slides how it is involved. Yes, build data as I mentioned. Connecting physical and digital platforms with physical environments, connecting also the AE and ML, learn from behavior and history with artificial intelligence, and so we can create insight and predictive analysis that can be modeled into the real-time data into XR. So as I mentioned before, geospatial is integrated in real time. As you see here, I live in a medieval city that is beautiful called Perugia in the middle of Italy. We simulate a digital twin also for the GIS and geospatial, so connecting the medieval data and the simulation, fluid simulation, to understand the forecasting for a wind simulation, as you see in the left, and the fluid simulation connecting data from across, and it is simulated inside the platform created in VEE. So you can see three implementation, one for the promoting the historical part of city, and the other two are more technical, starting from BIM and GIS data connected together into the platform that you see here in VEE, Virtual Environment ICE. So, Virtual Environment ICE, let's introduce that. You can simulate many things into the Metaverse and XR. the city twin, as I mentioned before. Here you see Florence rendered in real time with the Google data inside the Cesium. Virtual tourism experience like Castelluccio, that is near where I live. It is a beautiful town in nature where you can create a metaverse experience like virtual tourism. Disaster and study prediction with the geospatial data modeled inside the BIM and GIS data, as I mentioned before. Simulation for the training. This is a pharmaceutical training for the statisticians and other risks related to the pharma. BIM to sustainability and training like fluid and simulation. As you see here, virtual environment is just done by starting from conceptual design, so as a human scale visualization. Then we go to the detailed design in context visualization, like I'm making understand public hearings, where you have to show how the project is done. Then we connect the engineering part, like all the, as you know, lighting, thermal, structural, designing, resolution, clashes, etc. Fabrication and construction, where the BIM is mainly used for the management. We simulate that inside the crowds and agents, factory, process, and training. And then going to the sales and marketing, we have configurators and archviz, and then the design review, digital twin, and the connection with real-time data and as built. So this is the VEE platform. We are showing here in the BIM Coordinators Summit. I'm very honored. So the BIM integrated design is the base for that. As you can see here, Revit, 3ds Max, and AutoCAD for the same project. I would like to collaborate to thank Mace SRL that is collaborating with us with a new project here that we are showing here in Dublin. So fidelity reconstruction using open standard, using transparent collaboration, so the IFC standard and open standard can create astonishing results inside the Unreal platform, that is a gaming platform, but is very useful for doing this type of simulation in real time, using that for the BIM design. VEE and ACM industry. Project VEE has been starting making BIM in real time as a standard companion in design that we said that. With coding phases inside the process of construction with custom solution for any discipline. Integrate data such sustainability, energy studies, pricing, timeline, cost control, and safety. As you can see here, the 4D simulation done from the Gantt. Customizing configuration for the real-time data, so the IoT data that is connected inside that. And so we can do a presentation in high-level standard rendered in real time with this type of engine that helps us for the scope. As you can see here, there are two simulations for the risk management inside the site, and we created that using the Gantt integration from Microsoft project and other tools that are rendering in real time. So the next step is just to connect the metaverse and XR. As you can see, we have 4 implementation. The third one is my home, so I use that for the connecting and configuring that for the revamping. As you can see here, there are many opportunities like big cities rendering and also simulation for fluid demand dynamics in the fourth video. Open BIM and collaboration, collaborative environment, format sharing, because Unreal can read every type of format. The connector is called DataSmith, and this an open source plugin that helps us to connect that. So Unreal is just focusing for the metaverse and digital twin environment moved in real time from any BIM data. So this connected data is also helpful for the easier documentation and access for workers. So the challenge is accessing documentation in traditional workflows, extending that with extended reality, and provide seamless access to documentation with the visual environments, as you can see here. Example of improved workflows and productivity through documentation integration. So, as you can see in the third part of video, there are also maintenance data like PDF connected in real time can be shown inside the digital twin model moved in the metaverse. So it's a step ahead from the normal design phase that we normally do in our projects. Going further, we can use that also for training and safety. As you can see here, empowering health and safety and environmental managers are more involved inside that. So the need of easy, replicable and stable standards, role of extended reality in introducing workers and risk evaluation processes, benefits of immersive simulation and in H&S training. We have the opportunity to help for the creation of digital twin in metaverse for the a project for the militaries and also for the pharmaceutical. So there are these are two type of implementation for this scope, and it's very useful for the training part that can be used in the training part, as I mentioned, and also for connecting real-time data and documentation. I would like to show for you also the sustainable design and extended reality, and also the integration of IoT and BMS data in real time. So as you can see here, the first video is showing the opportunity to connect the simulation, and also the third video, the simulation of thermal data first and after the revamping. The video in the middle is connecting the IoT data and moved in virtually in the digital twin, where we can just turn on off the lights and other things connected to the IoT, like thermal data and other sensors connected to the BMS. So it's creating very interesting results. The other part is just mentioning is the crowd simulation with the use of AE. Is important because we can just move thousands and thousands of agents that are artificial intelligence crowd simulation. So we can just using that for expected behavior for some crisis or other simulation that we would like to see. So we can just use for the fire safety, panic management, space, and big events. And the use of AI is just helping not only for the visualization but also for the behavior simulation. Going further, that's another point that is very interesting. Going further, I'd love to show how this type of stunning effects can be attractive for engaging millennials with stunning graphic. It's important to understand that recognizing the presence of millennials workforce is going and growing constantly. So we are creating extended reality visual appealing and interactive experiences that are very attractive. The impact of attractive graphic on training effectiveness and engagement is something that can be measured in the real time. So here we can see 4 type of simulations, 2 for the archviz and 2 for the museums and effect of representation in the arts. There are technologies like third person, VR, the first person with ArcViz, and also the simulation of human replicated meta-humans. So I love to thank also Mace, that is our partner in this building revamping in Mass. So Mass is in Rome. It's historical building that we are connecting through BIM, digital design, digital twins, and also the simulation of geospatial and metaverse. So as you can see here, there are the connected data from Google with Cesium platform inside a real. The first person experience for the ArcViz and representation of the rooms for the exposition, and the third person character that is showing in the exposition. So it's possible to create an interaction and integration of data through BIM, design phase, construction, and revamping, and it's very, very useful for all the workflow that we need to create. I pause a bit to make you available this data, and at the end I would like to thank our partner Mace, and I leave the link for them, and the collaboration is going and growing faster with BIMaking. So at the end I'd love to thank them, and also I leave you the our links for the social part. And so this is the QR, the information email, the home site, and also our social. So please visit our socials if you want to keep in contact with us, and thank you for inviting us in the BIM Coordinators Summit 2023. I'm very honored to be presenting our project B. Bye bye, thank you so much.